Welcome to a very special episode of Two Dorks. I'm Tony.
I'm Derek.
Like I said, we're Two Dorks, and it's very special because we're going to show off my wrestling collection of mostly just the DVDs and a few other cool things. Just basically things I want to show off and things that I think are cool that you probably might not know about or have never seen before. So yeah, we're on the road to WrestleMania. It's right around the corner by the time this will make it to the internet. Enjoy. If you smell what bad tea is cooking. Something like that. Whatever, I'm done. I just want to show off my shit. I'm out of here! I'm
Smack,
done.
knock the camera over.
Mostly this area is the WWE collection stuff with other things. Obviously, what's catching a lot of people's eyes probably this Trish Stratus autographed magazine cover that I got glass framed here. Funny story about this. This was she was doing an autograph signing at the local arena here, the Kitchener Auditorium, for the first WWF show in quite some time there, and it was the first time I ever went as a kid. I went with my friend to buy tickets, and she was out signing autographs, and so I took the magazine and got it signed, and I just froze, like didn't know what to do, what to say to her. And here's how it went down. As she's all, "Oh hi, how are you doing?" Just knocking over everything.
Yep.
"Hi, how you doing?" And I was like, "You're the first person I've ever met that counts." And she looked at me like, so confused, like, what? And I had to be like, I mean, like, because this was the first celebrity I ever met. Like, I was trying to say, like, I've met, like, I've seen the local newscasters and junk like that, but never an actual celebrity. And she was like, "Oh yeah, great, here." And I was just like, whatever. So yeah, so that's that. And now on to some of the DVDs here. I did have, they are kind of in a order, kind of, but not really. Like, I mean, Chris Jericho ones are together, Randy Orton ones are together, Daniel Bryan ones are together, and all that stuff. Any ones from here that I would like to talk about would probably be, I have the entire Royal Rumble collection, everything. Every Royal Rumble in its entirety, except for this year's 2016, because it hasn't been released on DVD yet. It will be March 1st, I believe. But yeah, in this box set particularly, it has 1988 to 2007. WWE discontinued this, mostly because of that happy fellow right there, Chris Benoit. For those of you who don't know, Chris Benoit in 2007 murdered his family and then committed suicide himself, and WWE ignored that he ever existed. So anything that's got Chris Benoit's face and name on any of the packaging does not exist, pretty much. They've started to add him into matches, but they don't. I think they cut out like his entrance or any anything, any praise of him.
Glorifying.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a really cool box set. It came with some, what are these called? Film cutout pieces.
Okay, yeah.
Of famous Royal Rumble moments. That's my favorite Royal Rumble moment right there. So I got lucky there. The Shawn Michaels 1 foot touching the floor. He was not eliminated because there was only 1 foot touch the floor. But yeah, so the entire pay-per-views are all on here. They've even got cool little the order of which they came in, and I believe even stats most eliminations, how long they were in the Rumble for, stuff like that. So Triple H lasted 48 minutes in 1996. He was the longest one there. And yeah, this one thing I never really understood is, well, they had the 2007 pay-per-view, but by the time when they created this box set, they couldn't put the picture of the Undertaker in. Obviously, it says in the bottom, winner unknown at time of production. I mean, the whole pay-per-view is still in here, but they just couldn't put the Undertaker's picture in there for some reason. I don't know, whatever. So yeah, those are all the other Royal Rumbles I ended up getting at Beat Goes On, and just as they came out, I get them brand new at Walmart or whatever. Other than that, pretty much basic collections. Some of my favorite ones. CM Punk's a good one. That Stone Cold 4-disc one set. The Eddie Guerrero ones. But yeah, they're all pretty standard ones here. All right, over on this side, they're a little bit more organized, because this is the one that I specifically started off using as for my DVD collections. I guess I might as well talk for the top here. That's just a Stone Cold card that I got framed. That came with something. This is this championship belt here. I choked out Hulk Hogan in 1989 at the Hamilton Cops Coliseum in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. No, I bought it off WWE.com. It's the replica championship belt of the then WWF championship belt. That ran from, I believe, 88 or 89 to 98. I can't remember. It was the one that I knew growing up as a kid, that I remembered. You know, Ric Flair, Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, I believe, was the first one to wear this model, and Stone Cold was the last one to wear it. Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold.
First, last.
Yes.
Not that you planned it or anything.
I actually didn't really plan that at all. That used to be over there to fill up space before, and then
And then you filled the shelf.
Then I filled the shelf up and then I put it there. And then the one time I was looking at it, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure he was the first one to hold that one, and he was the last one. And then over here, the Hulk Hogan Ultimate Anthology, signed by Hulk Hogan. Yeah, a little dusty. I'll touch it. Got the authentic certificate of authenticity. It was the first time I ever went to a fan expo in Toronto. That's where I got this. Let's see what year it was. I don't know.
I don't think so.
But yeah, it was. I had the set already before I bought it at the Beat Goes On. It's one of those pretty cool ones, like a book. Got all his top matches spanning, all his entire career. And yeah, that was another moment where I kind of froze. He called me brother. Hulk Hogan called me brother and shook my hand, and I just froze.
Should have called you a dork.
Yeah. I was just like, thanks, man. That was good times. Onto the DVDs, like I said, they're a little bit more together. Like, I got all the ECWs here, and then WCWs, and then WrestleManias. I own all the WrestleManias from 20 to 30. 25 is on Blu-ray over here, but yeah, and then I got pay-per-views, and then just other collections of other guys and things like that. Now, as far as cool, rare ones, this ECW one, I've actually seen it a few times at like pawn shops. Excuse me, and even Salvation Army, I think, once. This is a good collection. It's ECW's most violent matches. Whoops.
Bloodsport.
Yeah, Bloodsport. It's got like barbed wire matches, and really, there's even a match where what do they call it? A Taipei death match, where the guys taped their hands and dipped them in glue and then in glass and then fought. And that's pretty cool. But what makes this collection special is because actually this pay-per-view, the ECW One Night Stand, has a match that's on this. So these two DVDs make it special because of one match between Mike Awesome and Masato Tanaka, basically because of the commentary. In that match, well, if you know any history at all, ECW went out of business. And when they came back briefly, they did a one-night show only, and which was this one, the One Night Stand, and kind of a reunion show. And Mike Awesome fought Masato Tanaka. Now, back when ECW was still going on, Mike Awesome left the company and went to WCW as the champion. Whole bunch of real backstage politics, blah blah blah. And so he had actual beef with a lot of guys. Joey Styles, the commentator for ECW, which was doing the commentary on this show, as during that match, he was all over Mike Awesome. Like this, he called him a Judas and all this stuff. And there was a moment in the match where Mike Awesome did a suicide dive, which is a jump over the top ropes to the outside onto Masato Tanaka. And as Joey Styles called that, he said, Mike Awesome with a suicide dive. It's a shame he failed in the attempt of killing himself. Something along the lines of that. 2 years later, Mike Awesome was found hung in his garage, committed suicide. Needless to say, obviously Joey Styles feels very shitty about that comment. So this DVD has that match, and this is the entire pay-per-view that has that match. WWE obviously doesn't really want that around on their conscience. So those are rare to find because of that match. I assume if it's on anywhere else or if it is on the network, they might edit that out. Because it is kind of weird to watch that. You know, like I remember watching it going, ooh, wait a minute, ouch. Like, obviously, like, you don't know. But at the time, you didn't know. But watching it now is like, it's kind of uncomfortable. Like, he got actually committed suicide 2 years after that. So it's so that's a rarity there. I've got these. These were pretty cool. History of the championships. World Heavyweight Championship from 1905 to 2009. History of the Intercontinental Championship. They come in those cool.
Like Lord of the Rings style.
Yeah, like book, but not books. DVDs. And the history of the WWE Championship. A lot of good stuff in this one, in these ones too. WrestleMania DVDs, like I said. Some of them I only figured out the other day actually that some of them have been edited out that I have. This one, WrestleMania 22? That's not 22, that's 20. I don't know my Roman numerals. 22, Mickie James and Trish Stratus. There's a scene where Mickie James, who at the time was supposed to be a stalking Trish Stratus, like a single white female type deal. And in the match, to distract Trish, he grabbed her by the crotch and then licked her hand.
Licked his own hand.
Licked her hand.
Oh, her hand, okay.
Yeah, and
okay.
It was edited out. This one still has the crotch grabbing, but it doesn't have the hand licking. This is another rare one here. The Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior. Because this was a shit-talking DVD on the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh.
There is nothing really good said about the Ultimate Warrior in this DVD. Really, I can remember Triple H, Bobby Heenan, just saying how difficult the Ultimate Warrior was to work with, how unprofessional he was. It was pretty much like, you know, they wanted to make money off him because they still owned the rights to the name, I guess, and just kind of a slap in the face because there was some backstage politics. They didn't get along with it, but they buried the hatchet, obviously, and released 2 more Ultimate Warrior DVDs, entered him into the Hall of Fame, and he passed away the night after. So this is another thing that WWE would probably want you to forget about. Pay-per-views, like I said, any of the pay-per-views I bought are just because I got them really cheap. Except this one I was actually there. The Air Canada Centre in 2006. This was a really good pay-per-view, Unforgiven. There was a Hell in a Cell match, and tables, irons, and chairs match. That was good times. I think, yeah.
Tickets?
And I got the tickets and a shitty picture of the Hell in a Cell.
Picture you took? Yeah.
Yeah. It was a disposable camera that I bought. I didn't even have a camera at the time, right? So yeah. This is another rarity here because of that Happy Fellow again. This was also in Toronto, the Air Canada Centre. I bought this pay-per-view specifically for this match because it's an important match. It was Randy Orton defeated Chris Benoit that night and became the youngest World Heavyweight Champion in the company's history. But that is omitted from Orton's career, so much so that when they released the Randy Orton collection of his greatest matches and greatest moments,
They left that
it's not in there. Yeah, I'm like, that is so unfair. Like, this was probably one of the first moments where I was like, now it's unfair to everyone else. I mean, I agree with WWE not wanting to praise Chris Benoit, because
Well, it happened.
it happened, right? But
It's like denying that it ever even happened.
yeah,
It's
like,
kind of silly.
like
but
there was a lot of, he was involved in a lot of big moments, and that was a big moment, and it's ignored because he's part of it, right?
yeah.
So yeah, so I bought that DVD just for that match. A few other things. This was I got a few actual WWF ones too. Those are always rare, obviously. This one itself was when they merged the two titles together. The then WCW title and the WWF title when they merged companies. This is a pretty cool box set of 12 disc set, the 20th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. It has 20, I believe it's 20 full episodes of Monday Night Raw in its entirety. Obviously no commercials or anything like that, but yeah, every match and it's a good little collection here. A couple of good moments and there are, they didn't leave out Chris Benoit. Like he's, there's a few matches where he's in here again. So I was pretty pleased with that. Surprised actually that they were still able to. Again, that's the what I'm trying to get across. Is like he was involved in a lot of good matches, a lot of good moments. Other than that, I got a lot of like stupid random ones. WWF's funniest moments. That's only like an hour long. Doesn't even have any chapters.
Mr. Sacco.
Yeah, it doesn't even have any chapters. Just put it in and it plays. But yeah, I don't know what else I can really overly talk about. I mean,
Not that you don't want to.
yeah, I mean, I could. Like, each one of these could almost have like its own story, but like, I mean, just the specific, moments of history, or like even a story behind the DVD itself, like the pay-per-view that I went to or whatever. There are a few that I hated because what matches are on here?
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
There's no insert behind
No
there. That would make
insert.
sense to have an insert on this side.
Yeah. I know this one for
What
sure.
a pain in the ass. Nothing
Big-
on the back
big
either, or
pain,
any one of those
big
flaps.
pain.
All just.
It'll say like.
Oh, okay.
and
But
more.
which discs are they
It
on?
doesn't say which
And there's
what
more.
it's on, and so like.
And did you get it used, or that one's new?
Oh, this was brand new.
Okay.
So
Just checking, just to be safe, right?
It came out like this. There's
Yeah.
a few
That's stupid.
it got me really angry actually because
A little insert would have been fine.
because they came out because they had it like this,
Yeah, that makes sense.
like this.
So that one makes sense.
And that's how they normally were. And now they've changed it a bit, which I'm not a big fan, but at least it's in there to where it's
Oh, behind the disc.
written behind the disc. I mean, it's better than nothing.
Look at that Hogan jump.
Yeah.
Leg drop.
Better than nothing, but still. Yeah, and that's another thing now too with this Hogan thing. I don't know what's happening there, but
Yeah, are they going to retract his stuff?
yeah,
Still.
all just racist comments there. But I'm a big fan of these story ones. Like when you actually hear about their story, like Jake the Snake and how much of a mess his life was, and Mr. Perfect, and a lot of them, I like when they talk about, like they mention, you overdose on cocaine. They don't sugarcoat things. Because some of the DVDs are pretty stupid and they sugarcoat things, A lot of them I didn't know. A few DVDs that I have here, I didn't know a lot of things. And then just other ones that I do know, I'm like, oh, they didn't mention that. That's why I like one of the favorite ones is the CM Punk one. Randy Orton's a good one. They just released the Owen Hart one. That one was actually pretty good. They pretty much talked about everything there, about the accident
Controversy
and his
and
death and all that stuff. But this one, the Click, that was a good one too, because they didn't go into too much detail, but they went into a few details about how many times they thought 1-2-3 Kid X-Pac was gonna die of an overdose, how many times of their partying and all that stuff. Yeah, the Shawn Michaels DVDs are the only ones that he touches on it, but he doesn't go into detail. You know, like they say about his like drug problems and stuff like that. But like, there's a few, like the Eddie Guerrero one, straight to the point. Like, yep, he was in a big car accident because he was high and all this other stuff. So those ones, like, I like it's bad enough you're already insulting my intelligence because I'm a pro wrestling fan. I know what it is. So when you deal into something that's real, give me the whole story. You know, make it as that's what I like about these DVDs and those collections. The stories about things, and it makes them, makes these guys more human even. And but yeah, aside from that, a lot of the matches on a lot of these collections here. I mean, they got the WWE Network, so these DVDs are probably. I don't think they'll ever stop making them.
Yeah, it's kind of like video games. Some people just need to have the physical copy in case the network ever goes down or it doesn't exist anymore. Company goes belly up.
Or hey, John Cena might go crazy and kill his.
It's true, and then they remove all that stuff off the network,
and then there you go. And then you only have it.
2 years later, you're gonna feel guilty for making that comment.
Oh yeah, that's okay. I don't like John Cena that much. I like him as a human being. I think he's a great guy for what he's done outside of the business, but he's not my. He's not my guy. Not my guy. But, yeah, in a nutshell, that is, those are my wrestling DVDs. I have VHSs that I don't need to talk about too much about. Little extras, though. I do have side, not WWE released DVDs, a couple of TNA ones. Best of AJ Styles. I just picked that up recently, right before he, the week he signed WWE, and all his merchandise sold out overnight, pretty much on WWE. So I was able to get this because this was like, this is how he got popular. It was in TNA. I had a couple of Ultimate X-Men. This is another good one, but it doesn't have what matches are in it anywhere. Any booklet, it's just
and there's even a piece of paper.
Yeah,
but
to go buy the Impact game.
Oh, advertising, gotcha. Yeah.
So that kind of pissed me off.
Grinds your gears?
Yeah. This was actually a good one too, because finally you get to hear it from his mouth that he was born in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada, our hometown.
I don't know who he is. It's not my hometown.
My hometown. But yeah, I'd always heard that growing up, but I never believed it. Yeah, right.
So what did he say publicly before? Like, they always say where they're from?
Toronto.
Okay,
Toronto.
yeah.
Toronto.
So they always generalize, yeah.
Yeah, like Edge, she's actually not from Toronto, she's from Orangeville. But
yeah,
they just say,
I did hear that.
Because, they assume Americans are stupid, so...
You say Orangeville, Ontario, they're going to be, where the hell is that?
Toronto? Oh, yeah, I know Toronto. So, yeah. So that was good for that, because you hear it from his mouth. I was born in a little town, Kitchener, Ontario, Canada.
All right.
This is a cool one. Best of CM Punk. I don't know who released this. World Wrestling Network. It's all his independent stuff. So ROH, World Wrestling Network, and Ring of Honor Wrestling. Again, it doesn't have match listings, but I mean, there's a young CM Punk and a young Daniel Bryan going one-on-one in the independents. Also, there's a match where he fights, I believe it's Homicide. I don't know where that guy is nowadays, but ends up in a strip club. It's hilarious. The independents, because that's where you find a lot of cool stuff, because they are not censored by Vince McMahon. That's an actual ECW release when ECW was still releasing their own stuff. This is a pretty cool DVD, actually. It's got a little mini, the extras has a compilation of injuries. And then one guy snaps his leg, it's pretty gross. But then I got these. Insane Clown Posse has their own wrestling promotion. JCW, Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Yeah. Nobody, like, they had their version of WrestleMania. You might recognize some guys there. Obviously, they're, you know, not to judge anyone, but they needed money badly. You know, you got Jake the Snake, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Scott Hall, Sabu. They pretty much probably got paid a few $100 and booze and drugs, pretty much. Especially...
And women.
Probably, yeah. Like, Scott Hall, I remember in this match, he looks really bad. Like, he's stumbling to the ring. Like, it's... But really, these... And there are some actually good matches of guys that I don't know ended up making it in the big time. But basically, these are funny because the commentary is done by ICP themselves. And it's really funny because they don't pull any punches. That looked fake. They'll say, wow, look at these. And they swear a lot. It's
Really? They do?
really bad. There's even nudity in it. Like,
again, not surprised.
yeah, there's actually, like, you know, out WWE, the valet manager would be like, hey, I'm over here. And this one they'd be like, hey, I'm over here. Oh, hey. That makes it more realistic. I'd get distracted by that and then the guy would pin me. I'd lose. But yeah, the commentary is absolutely hilarious in these. You know, they'll throw out actual wrestling terminology and, you know, and then say like, wow, that looked fake as hell and stuff like that. But yeah, that's that.
And the Blu-rays, you said?
Blu-rays, yeah, I got the WrestleMania 25 on Blu-ray because it was cheaper on Blu-ray than on DVD. Go figure. I needed it to finish my collection 20 to 30, so I got it on Blu-ray. 2 discs. And yeah, one's all, which is actually better because the WrestleMania.
And again, no listing of matches or stuff.
Yeah, no listing of well.
Or on the back, does it say disc 1, disc 2?
No. Well, disc 2 is all the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
That's the plus side for the Blu-ray.
It's a bigger disc, so that less.
Oh yeah, because
less split up.
WrestleMania is 4 hours long, so on all these ones, it's on 2 discs. So like halfway through the show, you gotta switch discs. On this one, at least it's that full one. And this I got when SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, PlayStation 3. It was a bonus in the collector's edition that I bought. Oh, stupid. I hate those.
Oh, I've never seen that. I don't
Not
own any Blu-rays.
Wow, yeah. I always rip those off when I see them on actual DVDs.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of those on a DVD for years.
Yeah, I can't stand it. But yeah, nothing really too fancy here. There's a WrestleMania match on here. Batista and Umaga. But yeah, it was, if you've never seen a wrestling on Blu-ray, it's something. You can see the crowd perfectly. You can see the mustard on Undertaker's chin. Everything, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell then for my wrestling DVDs. Just a quick shot of my wrestling cups. I don't know where these came from originally, like where they were bought. I know they were bought at pawn shops and stuff like that, but I don't know like where they were originally from. They're WWF.
Official.
Yep, 1990.
Oh, old style logo.
Yeah, old style logo. I got Macho Man here. Dead. Miss Elizabeth, this one's different. It's 1988, and it's like an actual harder. Like I remember these cups being very thin. I remember breaking one in my mouth even, I think.
It's because you were chewing on it.
Yep. Ultimate Warrior, dead. Hulk Hogan I got here.
Not dead.
Not dead. Bushwhackers, not dead. Bruised Bar Beefcake, not dead. And Demolition, not dead. I have a few doubles upstairs. I can't remember which ones. I think I have another Hulk Hogan and a Demolition. But yeah, those are my cups. All right. Now, if you have this or have seen this before, you're special. Because
You're cool in my books, is what you mean.
I mean, like, every time I've shown this off, people have been like, what? And yeah, I got this as a kid. This is the original box. Bought at Sears. It was a Christmas present, but I knew about it. I can't remember how it came about. I think it was like the last one at the store, and I really, really, really wanted it, and I guess my parents couldn't pass it up, so they bought it, and they just said, okay, but it's Christmas, so I had to wait. So I knew it was underneath my parents' bed. I had to wait. I don't remember how long, but I just remember knowing that it was mine, but I couldn't play with it or open it until Christmas. I really, really wanted it, and yeah.
I mean, who doesn't wear a helmet while they're playing a hockey team?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, I mean, and I'm surprised I still have it. Like, here it is. I mean, it's missing the pucks, which were the championship, just the logo. And
yeah, I was surprised I don't see the puck anywhere on the box, but
yeah, well, that's not what it was. It was the actual, like, this sticker here, but smaller and a thick little puck. I think it came with 2. I lost them both. I know those are lost. I'm missing, who did I say? Ultimate Warrior and the Big Boss Man. I know where they are, though. They're in the
box
garage.
as wrestlers.
They're in the garage with my other action figures.
Which is fair.
Yeah, but yeah, the rings, yeah, they'll keep the score. Table hockey there. Stickers. I'm surprised I didn't throw this out, to be honest. This has made it through 2 moves.
A flood.
A flood. I think it even spent some time in a shed in one of the houses. I can't remember. I mean, this is like from Weber Street to Briardale to here. All the houses I've ever lived in, this has come with me. And I'm surprised I didn't throw it out, because there was a time where I just didn't care about things. Like, who am I? I'm just going to throw it out. But for some reason, this stuck around. Like, specifically the box, even. Because this is, like, look at this. Like, that's a legit box. It's hand painted. I don't know. Not hand painted on the box, but you know what I mean.
Hand drawn or whatever.
Yeah. I played with it a good amount when I was a kid, and then for a while it was just a piece that stayed downstairs in my basement for when friends would come over and go, oh wow, holy cow, really? And then by then I think I had lost the pucks. But I cleaned it last night. It was the first time I had looked at it in years and years. Like I said, it pretty much stayed in this box. This is the first time it's been out of this box in this house.
Is there a year on it?
That this came out?
Yeah, on the box I'm thinking.
1990, 89, I'm going to have to... 1991.
Okay. You just flip the box over, show the back.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake Roberts, Big Boss Man, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Tugboat, Macho Man, Earthquake, Mr. Perfect, Million Dollar Man, Sergeant Slaughter, the Model Worth Martel.
Made in the USA.
Yep. And yeah, so they had, like, it was obviously the villains against the good guys, captains, the fat guys were the goalies.
The puck's there, you can see it now.
Oh yeah, there it is, yeah. Yeah, see, it came with
2
bucks.
puck.
I lost
2 bucks.
I lost them both. Yeah, I mean, I assembled it as a kid, so stickers have kind of started peeling off. I mean, if anything, I could take, you know, if I wanted to play it again, if I found some more pucks, I probably would take the stickers off, because now the puck will get stuck on these stickers.
See, I'd glue them down if it was me.
Or glue them down even better, or even replace them. But I mean, everything else, they all still move just great, you know.
Slide and spin.
Yeah, the slide and spin. They're not in there completely. I think I'm missing a few washers though, but I don't think that's a big deal. Yeah, I could probably still school Cynthia in it. I remember, I believe it was Mr. Perfect, right here. Always. Always. Just bam. And he's dead.
Just because you knocked him over.
He actually is. But yeah, I cleaned it last night because I was actually really scared that I was going to open it up and there's going to be like ants and like mice and a bunch of bugs in it. But
because it was in the garage.
It was in the fruit cellar.
Oh.
Here.
Yeah.
From the garage to the fruit cellar, from another fruit cellar, from another garage to, like I said, it may have spent some time in one of the sheds even. But yeah, it was just a little bit weird, stained, but yeah.
Cleaned up good.
This is when what toys were good, you know, like.
Let's see the bottom. You actually see the mechanisms? Yeah, you can. Okay.
Yeah, like look, that's not even rusted. Yeah, like craftsmanship, I tell you.
Made in the USA.
Yeah, no kidding, man. I mean, like I'd like to see toys nowadays
last half as long.
Yeah, exactly. like I said, I mean, the stickers are the only thing that's out of...
And that could be partly your fault, putting them on as a kid.
Yeah.
You didn't put them on smooth and
and that's it.
take out bubbles or whatever
Like I
else.
said, like,
partly.
the mechanisms are fine. And besides me missing the pucks and 2 wrestlers, which I know where they are, it's still pretty legit.
And the manual.
They even got the manual and the instructions and everything. 'Cause I think it even says like where the guys actually are supposed to go.
I'd look from the picture if it's accurate. Yeah?
Yeah. It says, so Macho Man was K or H or whatever, and then Eagle was here. Because I know like Hogan and Sergeant Slaughter were the captains, so they always had to go there. And obviously the fat guys are the goalies because they have the smaller sticks and everything too. But yeah. How to play. Game rules.
Yeah, so the picture at the front doesn't depict their locations correctly.
Here.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they're just all over the
Yeah,
place.
Hogan and Sergeant Slaughter are up front,
Yeah,
which makes sense because they're the first thing you kind of see.
Yeah, this was a cool thing. And it would still work. So maybe sometime I'll get this thing working again. Find the other guys, find some pucks. And yeah, go figure. Right? This was during a time where like, and WWE still does stupid things like this nowadays.
Random
like,
kid toy.
Yeah, like who the hell is gonna buy a John Cena Snuggie or something like that? Actually, that DX Snuggies existed. Just like stupid things like that. But I mean, like, WWF table hockey. That's pretty random. That's about just as random as WWF ice cream bars, which also existed. You know? But yeah, I mean, it's a great trip down memory lane. And again, this is proof that you can keep your shit in good shape. And proof to me to show you that I keep my shit in good shape.
Joe?
Exactly, yeah, there you go. And in future videos, you'll see other things that I've had from a kid that are still in great shape. And again, like I said, like I didn't even really try that hard to keep this in good shape. Just kept it around. It's it's thin, but it's large. So it can either be under something or hidden up against the wall. So that was probably its saving grace too. It wasn't really in the way. But yeah, that's my WWF Superstars Shootout, and that's just mainly the WWF, WWE wrestling collection that I'd like to show off. So yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, like, correct me if I'm wrong on anything. Tell me if you learned anything, or even if you might own some of these things too. And
Or something cooler.
Yeah, or something cooler.
Cool,
yeah,
or different and
absolutely,
weird.
absolutely.
If you still have a WWF ice cream bar, tell us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Comment, subscribe if you haven't.
Subscribe, follow me and Derek on Instagram and Twitter. Everything should be there for you to look at. As the links on the bottom and whatnot. That's Derek's department. So hit that like button because Bad T said so. Dead. Dead. That's all I know. I think one of these guys might be dead. Oh shit. He's got me.
Don't hurt the merchandise.
I somehow lose.
It's 3-on-1. What do you expect?
And it's Super Friends.
The new Super Friends.